Welcome back, everyone. Time to do another watch comparison, this time between the Apple Watch Series 6 and the Apple Watch Series 4. Now, the Series 4, which is on the right, the Series 6, which is on the left. This specific watch, the Series 4, is my watch that I use on an everyday basis, and I don't plan on changing that. I plan on probably keeping the Series 4. I kind of wish I got the bigger Series 6 because now I'm kind of regretting it, so I'll probably return the Series 6 and get the bigger one. But I love the Series 4. This watch has been great. I've had really no problems with it. And I think, in my opinion, even if you have a Series 4, even a Series 3, but we're looking at the Series 4 today, I would probably recommend keeping it. But there are a couple of cool, reasons to pick up the Series 6 over the Series 4, and Apple really addressed those and kind of focused those in on the Apple event. So first of all, the Series 4, you can probably find some of these for like around like $200, maybe less than $250 in the used market. Definitely under $250 though. The Series 6 you can actually pick up for $399 for the base model. This one cost me $400, not even including tax, which is crazy. But there are some cool features with this specific watch. So first of all, size-wise, they come in the exact same sizes. These two are the different size ones. This is the 44, this is the 40 millimeter one. So this isn't really the size difference you'll see, if you're getting the same model. This one is the bigger one, this one's a smaller one, just keep that in mind. And there are, some initial features that you do get for the Series 6 immediately. First of all, the Series 6 does have that always on display, which is cool. So if you like it, then, you can have it. If you don't like it, you can always disable it, but that is a really cool feature that it brings. It also technically brings that new, not even technically, it brings that new blood oxygen level feature that no other watches have except the Series 6 in the Apple ecospace. I know the Samsung watches have it, but you now have that capability on the Series 6, which is really, really cool. So if you're into that, and if you're like a super health conscious person, picking up that specific feature is probably going to do you better in the long run. And I see a lot of people who are like on the health side of things and super, into their health, picking up their Series 6 from a Series 4 to get that new blood oxygen level feature. So it does have the red IR blaster on the back, which I don't think it's doing right now, but you do have that capability on here where the Series 4 doesn't have it. Now, as far as I know, they're the same exact thickness too. Like, there's not a big difference. Obviously, between these two, this is the bigger model, and the backs are almost exactly the same too. The crowns on the side, the power buttons, like everything is pretty much the same. They're exactly the same build. One doesn't feel more premium. You do get some new color options with the Series 6 though, so keep that in mind. That's pretty cool. The Series 4 came in like three: the space gray, the rose gold, and the silver, and the black model, which this one is, I think. And then, but on the Series 6, you do get that blue color, you get the graphite, and you get the red one, which is really, really cool. Now, that pretty much covers it up for the outside for the most part. Now, software-wise, obviously they're running the same exact software, but there are some differences with the internals, which makes, the software longevity a little bit different. Theoretically, in my opinion, the Series 6 is probably going to outlast the Series 4 by at least a year, maybe 2 years. And the Apple Watch Series 4 has the S4 chip inside of it. The Apple Watch Series 6 has the S6 chip inside of it. And when it comes down to it, you're probably going to be getting 2 years longer support theoretically on the Series 6 over the Series 4. So WatchOS 8 could potentially be the last version on the Series 4. We really don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The Series 2 is unsupported. The Series 3 is the oldest one with WatchOS 7. Maybe WatchOS 8 will be the last one on the Series 4. So you kind of have to keep that in mind. I really hope it isn't, but we really don't know as of this point. The Series 6 is just getting started with updates, and I can definitely tell you WatchOS 7 is really good, and I really like WatchOS 7 on both of these devices. I just dropped a full review of WatchOS 7 on the Apple Watch Series 4, and I said I liked it, and it's pretty much the same exact thing with the Series 6 as well. So when it comes down to that, I'll probably definitely tell you when it comes down to the software lifecycle, the Series 4 will just not last as long as the Series 6, but I think it's okay for the most part. I think for a majority of people, you'll probably be okay with it. I think with the, price drops with the Series 4 and everything, you'll probably be okay with, picking up the Series 4 and understanding it, or even, getting the Series 6 over the Series 4 because of that. So that really pretty much covers it up there. I'll go ahead and do a little bit of a speed test between them, which is going to be really funny because these are always so weird. But just to kind of show you guys the big difference between the whole entire, speed and all that between these two. So let's go and do a little bit of a speed test. Okay, now that we're back, let's go and start booting these things up. We can go ahead and do something like, we can go and do these app stores. 3, 2, 1. And this one was already open, so I'm going to go and restart these. Okay, let's go and restart. That took me like 40 minutes. Let's do the App Store again. Okay, 3. This is the worst. Literally doing these things are the worst things ever. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Series 4 actually was kind of ahead of this Series 6. Now we are in a little bit of a different pop-up, so okay, that was really weird. Scrolling through though, you'll see that scrolling speeds are pretty much the same. I was expecting it to be noticeably slower on the Series 4, but it's not really the case. They both were kind of the same there. Let's go and do the calculator. 3, 2, 1. And pretty much instantaneous on the Series 6, as you guys saw. Let's go and keep clicking numbers, and yeah, they're about the same, but definitely the Series 6 was noticeably faster there. We can go to music. 3, 2, 1. And again, Series 6 pretty much instantaneous. Well, not instantaneous, but noticeably faster than Series 4 for sure. We can go do bedtime again. 3, 2, 1. And Series 6 again, a little bit faster there. And I think I'm starting to see a couple of the new differences for sure. With that S6 chip, it's pretty much based off the A13 Bionic as far as I heard. And we'll just end it there because this comparison, doing these watch comparisons are so hard when it comes down to the speed aspect. So I'll probably tell you the Series 6 is probably the faster one, but the Series 4 I still think held its own down for sure. So that will pretty much sum up the speed comparison. I know it was pretty bad, but it couldn't have possibly gotten any better than what I did. Let me go and hit on the battery life real quick. And we don't really have the full battery, life or the milliamp hours on the Apple Watch Series 6 yet for any of the models, the 40 or the 44 millimeter one. But I will assume it's probably the same size as the Series 5, and you're probably going to have similar battery life on both of these. However, the big thing to keep in mind is that with the Apple Watch Series 6, it does have that always-on display. Now, whether you use it or not, that's going to totally depend on my next answer. If you don't use it, then it's okay. But if you do use it, then your battery life will probably end up being worse than the Series 4. On top of that, do your blood oxygen levels all the time, and having that red IR light on the back, that can also suck up a little bit of battery whether you realize it or not. So that's another big thing you're going to have to keep in mind. Do you constantly use your red IR light? Do you constantly use that always on display? That will really depend on your battery life, and that'll kind of go hand in hand. So between these two, the Series 4 probably have better battery life initially, but the Series 6 will probably do about the same if you turn off that always on display and everything. But that's totally up to you whether you want to keep it or not. It's completely up to you. So to kind of sum up this video and to answer the comparison, should you keep your Series 4? Should you go upgrade to the Series 6? Should you pick up the Series 4 over the Series 6? All this other stuff. What I would tell you is that there's a lot of pros and still a lot of features built into the Series 4. It's not outdated by any means, and this is still a really good watch. This is my main watch, like I said. I do everything with it. I have a really good time using it, and I don't really have any problems with it. I just came from the Series 2, and I just went back and used my Series 2 and Series 3 not too long ago, and the Series 4, it's still an extremely good device. I even did the little bit of speed comparison, and I showed you that it was probably around the same. The Series 6 is faster though, but the Series 4 still has a lot of capability and a lot of features, and I really do like that at the end of the day. So when it comes down to it, the Series 4 I still think is a really good watch, and I have a very few problems with it. But the Series 6, as we all know, is the better watch. It's cost $399. It's more expensive, so it should be better. But that doesn't always mean it's like the best watch in the world. It doesn't mean it's the best bang for the buck. And I'll probably tell you in this specific situation, the Series 6 is the better watch, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you should go and just go spend your money and buy it right now. You can always wait until these things go cheaper in the used market and go from there. In my opinion though, the Series 6 is a great watch. It has a lot of features built in, but I still think for a majority of people, going for the Series 4 or keeping your Series 4 will still do you a lot better in the long run too. So that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.